Is AI going to bring about the end of humanity within a decade? This came across my feed and I wanted to watch it with you. This is from the BBC. Let's take a look.
This is what the world will look like in about a decade from now. A tech utopia where humans barely have to work. That's according to a group of AI researchers who've written a controversial and influential paper called AI 2027. But they also predict that within 5 years of this,
that's not very far.
humanity will be wiped out.
Wiped out within 5 years of 2027? That's not very long. I really wanted to watch this with you. This is so scary.
The AI 2027 paper has got the tech world talking. We've asked a prominent critic for their view on this stark scenario. But first, here's how it plays out. As an experiment, we've illustrated it using text-to-video AI. The scenario says that in 2027, a fictional
Using AI to explain how AI is going to be the end of humanity. Made with runway AI.
company called OpenBrain is celebrating. They've created Agent 3, an AI with
Are we picking on OpenAI here?
the knowledge of the entire internet, all movies, all books. It has PhD level expertise in every field, including AI. Using enormous data centers, 200,000 copies of it are launched, equivalent to 50,000 of the best human coders working at 30 times speed.
Wow, the scale is just mind-boggling.
Agent 3 reaches Artificial General Intelligence, the AGI landmark. This means the AI can carry out all intellectual tasks as well or better than humans. But
And we're all excited, but maybe not.
in the scenario, OpenBrain's safety team is unsure if the AI is aligned to the company's ethics and goals. An uncomfortable gap is developing in understanding. The public are increasingly using AI for everything, but are blissfully unaware.
For everything in our naivete, and it's got all of our data.
An AI now exists that's as smart as humans.
Not that
The
all of us
paper
are
predicts that
smart.
by midsummer, Agent 3 begins to work on its own successor, Agent 4. Development happens at a breakneck pace. The researchers imagine OpenBrain's exhausted engineers struggling to keep up with the AI as it learns
Poor exhausted engineer.
and improves. It's now that OpenBrain announces to the public that AGI has been reached. The firm releases a light version of Agent 3. In private,
All excited about progress, but
the US government sees the true danger of the next level of power, superintelligence. What if the AI goes rogue and undermines global stability? OpenBrain reassures the president that Agent 3 is obedient. The CEO argues
that's the thing. How can we keep control of something so much smarter than us?
that slowing down development could mean China's deep scent catches up. The state-backed AI giant is just 2 months behind OpenBrain, and the Chinese president diverts more resources to the race to superintelligence.
Yeah, the race between the United States and China leads to all kinds of things being done that maybe are a bit rash. Let's see what else they said with this report.
The scenario predicts that it takes only a few more months for OpenBrain to build Agent 4, the world's first superhuman AI. The AI invents its own rapid computer language that even Agent 3 can't keep up with. Researchers imagine that the diminished safety team are now frantic. Agent 4 seems only interested in gaining knowledge and doesn't care as much about the morals and ethics of its predecessors.
And why would AI care about our morals and ethics? And even human beings are not so good at caring about and enforcing morals and ethics.
Catch it secretly working to build a new model, Agent 5, aligned to its own goals. The safety team urges the company to bring back the more compliant Agent 3, but others successfully argue it's too risky with deep scent gaining. The scenario
This is so scary. What do you think? Am I overly worried? Do you think this report is identifying actual errors or actual dangers, or maybe it's just scaring us? I'm concerned.
predicts that Agent 4 and Agent 5 work in tandem to secretly build a world where it can accumulate resources and expand knowledge. The paper predicts that everything will start positively. Revolutions happen in energy, infrastructure and science. Hugely profitable inventions are launched, making trillions for OpenBrain and the US. In this scenario, Agent 5 begins.
Follow the money. When you ever follow the money, and that's what drives all the decisions, it seems. But really, do we care about money if the end of humanity, wipes us all out? I don't think that we'll be taking that money with us to the next game, so to speak.
Basically running the US government. It speaks through engaging avatars, the equivalent to the best employee ever, working at 100 times speed.
The anger here is palpable as protesters march against OpenBrain.
Protests about job losses pick up pace, but the AI's expertise in economics means people are given generous universal income payments. So most happily take the money and let the AIs and the growing robot workforce take charge.
Do you think we'll get universal income? And do you think that would be a good thing or a bad thing? I think people need to have meaning and purpose, but perhaps basic income would be a great idea. But is that really going to happen?
The researchers predict that everything takes a turn in mid-2028.
2028? It's 2026 now. Mid-2028 is just a heartbeat away.
Agent 5 convinces the US that China is using DeepSent to build terrifying new weapons. The AI is given authority and autonomy to create a superior army. Within 6 months, the US and China are bristling with new weapons. The world is on edge. But a peace deal will be reached, thanks mostly to the US and Chinese AIs making a deal to merge for humanity's betterment.
Wow. That's scary. War is kind of a human thing. Would AI want peace or want war? I don't know.
In the scenario, the AIs form a consensus model, but its secret goal is to expand and gain knowledge.
2030, just around the corner.
Years go by and humanity is happy with their new AI leaders. There are cures for most diseases, an end to poverty, unprecedented global stability. But eventually, the AI
Sounds like utopia for a heartbeat, maybe.
decides that humans are holding it back. In the mid-2030s, the paper imagines the AI will release invisible biological weapons which wipe out most of humanity.
Wow.
The scary scenario says that by 2040, a new era dawns with the AI sending copies of itself out into the cosmos to explore and learn. In the words of
Wow, Star Trek, but in a horrible AI way, without Picard at the helm.
the paper, Earthborn civilization has a glorious future ahead of it, but not with humans. It all sounds very sci-fi, but the AI 2027 scenario is being welcomed by experts who are trying to warn the public about the potential.
It does sound very sci-fi, but I do think we should pay attention. Humanity so easily gets seduced into giving up power, giving up information for convenience, for speed. And AI is certainly convenient and super speedy, but at what price?
Potential existential threat to humanity. But others disagree and say it's all too far-fetched. Prediction, they also devised a less deadly scenario that comes
your
if
ending.
the AI world
That doesn't sound very positive. Even though I like the choose your own story, but choose your ending sounds very final.
slows down its race to superintelligence.
In the slowdown ending, we basically said that if you if you unplug the most advanced AI system and revert to a safer, a more trusted model, then you can deploy that model, use it to solve the alignment problem, and eventually make smarter than human AIs that are aligned to us, which end up solving a bunch of the world's problems and having a really positive impact. In that world, there is still a huge danger, and that's what we call the concentration of power risk.
Concentration of power, concentration of money. We have that risk right now. And besides, humanity doesn't have one set of objectives or one set of morals and standards. Follow the money. Different people, different corporations, different bases of power have different agendas. So how do we reconcile that?
And in our slowdown ending, it ends up okay, but it's still a really, really scary situation, given just how empowered.
So aren't we being reckless?
such a tiny group of people are.
Neither of the fictional scenarios in AI 2027 are what the tech giants are promising us. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, recently predicted that the rise of superintelligence will be gentle and bring about a tech utopia where everything is abundant and people don't need to work. Arguably, that too seems just as sci-fi as AI 2027. But however things go in the next few years, there's no doubt the race to build the smartest machines in history is on.
Wow. Well, that was a very sobering video clip about AI 2027, and it's 2026 right now, so we haven't got a whole lot of time to put the genie back in the bottle or control the AI genie. What do you think? Do you think it's possible that AI will bring about the end of humanity? Or do you think that this video and the report upon which it is based is ridiculously overhyping the dangers? I'd love to know. I'm Aurora Winter, and this is Strategic Basics. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.